Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to our Christmas series. As you can see, you're on Game Drive this afternoon with me, Gareth, and him, Andrew. And on camera we have Basil. You can see us wearing our little Christmas hats. We are starting off the festive season. And our plan...
Jolly.
The plan for this afternoon is to have fun, but mostly we are out to try and find ourselves a bush Christmas tree. And when we do that, we're not going to bring it on the jackal back to camp, but we are going to identify one, and then tomorrow we're going to bring it back to camp and start decorating it as we build up to Christmas. We have an idea of where a potential candidate is. It's not too far from the gate, and the reason we've identified it is because we drive past it every day. If it's good, we'll leave it there. If it's not, the rest of this drive we'll keep searching for a potential Christmas tree for Hayes and our HQ.
Gonna jazz it up a bit this year. Last year it was just me in camp, but now we've got the whole team on a Christmas hunt, which is great. And then we're also going to be looking for ornaments for the tree throughout these drives, so maybe a bean pod if we're lucky. It's going to be quite tough now with everything that's a bit dead and not living, but we'll make do. Like a star chestnut would be great.
That would be cool.
For the top, for the star. But we don't have those here.
But on the drives we'll try and find these ornaments. And then for the rest of this drive, once we've found a tree, or if this tree is not suitable, we're going to go and retrieve a camera trap from the deep slurt, and we're going to set up some camera traps along the sun slurt where we've had a lot of leopard activity. So I was thinking maybe this torchwood, but it might be a bit of a mission to get out. You see this one here?
The thing's ginormous.
It's massive. It might not work. When you drive past it, it looks a little bit smaller than it actually is in reality.
Do you want to fight the thorns?
Not really.
Okay, yeah. No. Neither do I. Don't really feel like battling the bushes today.
I thought when we drove past it, it would be good. But I think it is way too big when I'm standing next to it. It's way too big. This is not going to work. Are there some more options here, Andrew?
No. I'm just looking. There's lots of potential straight trees if we want that, but nothing that really branches out like said Christmas.
You see, if
tree.
this was a tenth of the size, it would work, but I don't think it's going to work.
And if you cut it at the base?
Maybe. If we don't find anything throughout the rest of drive, we might come back here.
We'll improvise.
And make it small and shape it into an African
Christmas tree.
Torchwood Christmas tree. Just looking around, but I don't think there's any really great options. So we have to keep the Christmas hats on until we find a Christmas tree.
That is the deal going forward with every drive. Until you've found a Christmas ornament for your tree, you have to wear a hat. And bear in mind, I've already been contemplating and thinking about what I'm going to try and find to make life a bit easier. We've got one or two in mind that we've called dibs on already, so we are sorted. It's going to be exciting though.
They might turn out just like that Christmas tree has turned out. And not...
Oh no!
Oh girl, what are you doing?
Oh no. Did you get that, Basil? Oh, you're gonna have to pull the leg.
Oh girl. Gareth, you still filming there, Basil? Do you have a knife?
What you gonna cut?
I was going to cut the wire, but
And if you go under, like if you just grab that leg, will you be?
what's shocking here? This one.
The bottom. No, it's the back
I'm going
side
to have
there.
to be careful here. Here.
And if you just
The idea is to get it out of this one here.
don't get it.
There you go.
There we go. Nice.
Did you film that?
That doesn't happen every day. Holy cow.
All it took was a little flick of her hoof. The wire had got caught in between the two sections of her hoof, and it just meant it was not releasing the way she was dangling there.
Stressful times.
Who knew that we would
Save an impala.
recover an impala from the fence?
Not even like 3 minutes into drive.
I thought maybe if we had a Leatherman or something, we'd have to cut it.
Cut the wire.
Yeah. But it didn't need so much. I hope she's fine. She's running all right.
Is that our impala?
I think so.
795, number 3.
Okay, we need to go to the deep slit, so we need to go this way, don't we?
Yes, indeed, indeed. That camera trap has been up for a hot minute, folks. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's been up for more than a month.
That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
What, the impala?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I thought we were gonna have to call Kevin.
sure.
Can you imagine?
That is a good deed for our day.
Oh, for the start of Christmas, there's nothing better. That's like perfectly aligned.
What are the odds that while we're
Murphy's
driving past,
Just
that
Murphy's
happens? And that it was easy to get her out.
Oh, it's just... It's crazy.
That is one of the realities of living out here on a fenced reserve. Animals do from time to time get caught up in the fence. So it is nice to have been able to rescue that one so quickly as well. Good thing we were there.
Yeah. She was going that direction regardless.
Naughty monkeys. We've got some wildebeest here. We'll sit with them for a little bit. This is our usual 4 from around Hayes. Carol, I'm sure you see these often whilst keeping an eye on the camp cam or critter cam, giraffe cam.
Can you repeat?
But these are the 4 wildebeest that we see around camp often.
Taking spot number 1, info dam. Thank you.
Now we definitely won't be seeing lion today, folks. The lions have been called in on Kaya, which is inaccessible to us. But it's still quite cool and not too hot, so there might be a spotted death cat waiting for us. We're gonna get that ingwe one day.
It's only a matter of time. What do you say?
I was going, I'm gonna find it.
You probably will find it.
Oh, watch out. Some rhino tracks in the road.
Okay, those wildebeest that brought us here, they've saved Basil from Mamba Crunkleput. We'll go up the fence a little bit and then get onto Lemonduring. And then come across to the Deep Sloot, Antioch Sloot area. Let's get an update here quickly. You're keeping an eye out for potential Christmas trees.
Yeah. That one could work.
Which one?
Go back like 10 meters.
Spot 1 on info dam. Elephant ball,
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Straighten up. That, if you chop it a bit lower. Because then you got a thick base and branches out for ornaments.
Could be good.
Kevin, copy that.
We'll keep that in mind.
Look for those lines again. Look up there.
It's just the eagle eye vision.
You confirmed this morning you only had one male.
Okay, there's not much
Well,
out.
this is 7. All I got this morning was 3 females. Okay, copy that.
Well, the fence line's just as bad as Mama Kronkle
It is.
Sorry in advance,
Spotted
Basil.
one male lion on Nedut, lying in the riverbed near Broken Bridge. Somewhere there.
Sounds like the Prada
Yeah,
split up.
I was aware of that, but I thought Gareth found 3 females and 1 male, so I was like, that's what
We'll keep an eye out and see if we can find some more Christmas trees or Christmas tree options.
I won't have any on my side.
Not right now.
Might be quite tough.
And then we'll make a decision before the end of drive and fetch it tomorrow. I can't believe that Impala.
Yeah, no, that was
I thought that was going to
crazy.
consume some of our time.
I'm very worried about my camera.
It should be fine. I think put it horizontal on the,
Like that.
yeah. Brent always drives around with the camera on the beanbag.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Looks like the buffalo have been here next door, and the rhinos have been our side. There's tracks still on the road, going the other way though.
Still quite firm, the ground from all the rain, eh?
Well,
From all the massive, massive amounts of rain we've had. We've had like, what, 500 mil in the past week?
yeah.
If that.
It's threatening today though.
We don't trust the western fence line with our camera.
Okay.
Bear in mind, I did just replace my screen as well, so we're not taking any risks.
Sorry, Basil.
Taking with the prize, I'm responding in 5 minutes.
It's not much better at all.
If anything, Mamba Kronklepad has sections where it's bad and sections where it's okay. This is just bad.
This is just bad.
Bad the whole way down. One
don't-
time I was coming up the fence line this way towards Haste after drive, and the elephants had knocked over a tree, and I managed to just squeeze around it. 200 meters up the road, there was another tree in the road, and that wasn't moving at all. So I had to U-turn, go back past the first tree, squeeze past,
Oh, what
and then
tracks are
have to
those?
go all the way back to Lemondurin.
What
Did
tracks you got there?
Did you hit a rock?
I think so.
Civet.
Monkey. No?
And
So-
monkey.
Okay.
But civet are old.
What do you reckon? Skellam Savannah and then across Antioch Sloot Track? Down into the river there?
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a good bet.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, Basil, free handing it.
Champion. It's good for the core.
You got mobile fire. Rhino at the inflow of Eco Dam.
Wow. Seems to be quite busy on Kaya again this afternoon. But that's okay. We are looking for a Christmas tree. Haven't seen anything yet.
Now, safety with the prize, just confirm how many lionesses you've got there. copy.
So there's 2 lionesses missing.
No, say 4.
Oh, yes, we only have 5. Forgot about that. It's terrible though. I was there.
Oh, I can't wait to get off of this road.
Very much so. Is it not even maybe worth checking Lemender and Crip and then going around that way?
It might be. I just want to check the map. How far up it is to get to...
Just contemplating a game plan here, folks.
I think let's go to Skellum Savannah,
Alright.
go around, and then we can get into the river just south.
Big rock.
Ooh. Hands in the air, everybody.
Woo! Look, Mom, no hands. This road is terrible. How would you fix such a thing? Can you fix that road?
When you need rocks for bolsters, that's where I'd harvest them from.
Gotcha.
Not bolsters, sorry. Gabion baskets.
What is that?
So if you're protecting sections of river or drainage lines or anything like that from eroding further, you put a basket, they're normally 1 meter cubed, and then you fill it with rocks and you put it in the bank.
Like mesh.
Yeah, and then you backfill it so that the rocks stop the bank from falling away. If there's a river that's coming past a road or a road's crossing through a drainage line, it's getting cut quite badly. But then you'd have to come here and manually remove all the rocks with a pick or something.
That sounds like a terrible job.
But it would make the road better.
Yes, it would.
But that would be the only way to clear it. But there's a lot of rocks on this property that would be suitable for such harvesting.
They don't use rocks and bolsters, do they?
No.
There's a bolster just.
I got a Gabion and yeah, you just build a mound with the sand from the. Often what you cut the mitre drain accompanying the bolster. You'd use that to make the bolster.
Gotcha.
Now I was thinking of red-crested Quran doing its thing.
Where?
It just jumped up above the tree line there.
Oh.
All right, we get Basil onto a slightly better road here.
Still never seen that whole kamikaze display of the red-crested Quran. Never seen the red crest. But I agree with Basil. I don't know why it's called the red crest if you never see the red crest.
Well, when it's displaying, you see it quite nicely. So
Is it quite prominent, eh?
yeah, you do see it quite nicely. So it does kind of make sense when you see it, but I agree with you. It's such a small feature to name a bird after.
Yeah. Especially when they all look alike. I mean, all the Quhans pretty much look very, very similar, to say the least. That's a nice.
Basil's getting a bit over the handheld camera work. Okay, is Skellum Savannah going to deliver anything for us?
Skellum Savannah is normally quite a quiet road, but this is where we've had a lot of luck with the Antioch female. And oftentimes there's a few big herd of impalas that hang around here.
I drove it for the first time on a drive a little while ago, and then we didn't see anything, but it's quite pretty.
Yeah, it's very nice, big marula trees. It's a bit more open as well, which is quite nice.
Quite a few big trees out here.
Now we just need our hyena population to increase so our leopards are forced up into the trees so we can find them.
But there's one thing seeing a leopard in a tree over there,
Yeah.
and the other thing is trying to get to it through the thick stuff,
Yeah, very
not
true.
making too much noise to chase it away.
Very true, but with our camera we can zoom quite far. So
That's also true.
As long as it's on the camera. So long as the lovely folks at home can see. That's all that matters. You still are yet to see a black rhino, if I remember correctly.
Indeed.
This road I've seen black rhino on twice. So you never know. You might be lucky and find one hiding about. It's nice and thick. It's a sickle bush, which I actually love.
It is thick, but it's more open than the east, I find.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
But I did see a few big timberties in here the other day, I think on the Antioch Sloot.
We definitely don't want that as a Christmas tree. Beautiful afternoon though, not too hot. Overcast.
It was quite warm at one stage, and then it's kind of got a bit more overcast with the threat of rain, I think.
Yeah.
It's a nice marula tree here.
Yeah, stunning.
I think it's fine.
My glitch coming in there, trying to grab. Whilst Basil was showing you the marula tree, we hit a bump and I lunged forward for my camera. The camera didn't move at all, but I lunged forward just to save the camera. My internal instincts kicked in, my spidey senses. Some nice big trees here.
They are nice ones. Nice knob thorns. Oh, there's like an old nest there, Basil. Can you see it? Those kind of stick platform nests are quite typical of our bigger eagles. Things like the Wahlbergs. It'll be interesting to see if this one is used again. It's not huge, and that's why I say Wahlbergs. If you get nests similar to that from a martial eagle, but it is absolutely massive when it's a martial eagle, and they use big V's in the tree to build their nests. That's a bit smaller and it's broken away with time. And then vultures also nest with similar material and shapes, and it looks like that, but they typically nest right on top of a tree. So that is similar to what a Wahlbergs would be like. So it'd be interesting to see if we get a pair coming into this area. Maybe it's worthwhile checking this road every
Couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not couple of days, but at least every couple of weeks. And then if we start seeing a couple of birds here, then it's worthwhile following up on it. Actually haven't seen any vulture nests on the reserve since I've been here.
Vulture nests? I actually haven't seen a vulture nest. I've seen vultures, I've seen hooded vultures mating. That was pretty cool.
Now they have these big nests, similar shape to that, but a lot bigger. And they're right on top.
Like a hammerkop nest.
Yeah, not that big. But you can see them from a long way off, right on top of trees, and most of the time they nest right on top of, where does that go? Right on top of knobthorn trees.
Take you towards Seskunt, I think.
So, okay, that's Skellum Roylink to Roy Ranki's Pad. But I think let's go around to
the other side.
To Antioch Sloot, and then we'll come up, follow that drainage line to the deep slope.
Alright, sounds good.
So yeah, the white-backed vultures, they nest right on top of knobthorn trees, typically knobthorn trees. I've seen them in marulas and torchwood trees as well. But they use thorn trees a lot so that predators can't climb up to get into the nest. And I mean, the only one would really be a leopard.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. So they go right to the top of a tree.
But even
Also, it
then,
makes it easy for them to approach and
land, I suppose, acts
Yeah.
as like a runway almost. The flat
because they're
strip
quite
at the
big
top.
birds to try and get into the canopy.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Also, the size of their wingspan as well. Still not seeing any Christmas trees, Gareth.
No, there haven't been too many options.
Maybe we're just excessively fussy. But we have to be. It's a Christmas tree.
Like an African Christmas tree, typically Christmas trees are like this, the pines. You know?
Yes.
I think an African one has got a main stem and then it has a similar effect, but thorn trees would be quite good.
Like a flaky bark thorn.
Something like that.
Oh, African hoopoo.
Where,
Oh, it's standing still for us.
would you be able to get that, Basil?
He's got it. Look at that. Look at the colors on that bird. Oh, he was like, no, I'm not sticking around. You've seen me. I was on camera. And then he dipped.
Oh.
And Gareth can't drive.
I can't drive. Oh, there goes an impala.
Oh. Oh, there goes another. Here's some of those bigger marula trees we mentioned earlier. Just imagine a leopard on the V branch of that tree there.
There are nice marulas here. Eh?
Or like
Oh,
even just
imagine
on there, perched on there.
That would be a lovely tree for a leopard.
And you flat on the ground to get that eye level shot.
You're not allowed to leave the Rietspruit until you have that photo.
No, I've got an even better photo in mind. You know there's that big marula tree on the way back to camp on Beerster, just
yes, yeah.
before. I would really love a leopard on that branch with the mountain as the backdrop, with the sun setting.
Ooh.
Is that too much to ask? Apparently.
We've got some work to do with the leopards to get that kind of photo.
Too much. But I will never say no. Always hopeful. Has it happened yet? No. Will it happen? It might not. But hope is the way to get through the the long time that we haven't seen a leopard in that tree. Someone's been bush clearing here.
Some
A
quarries.
lot of fire. Can you just confirm how many of the part of it?
White-browed scrub robin bouncing around.
No copy back.
Very excited for all the migrants to make their way back. It's gonna sure make for a lot of fun on drive, trying to crack some new species of birds. I really hope the carmine bee-eaters come through to the reserve this year, as well as the European bee-eaters. You saw broadbill the other day, huh?
Broad-billed roller, but I'm sure we've seen European eaters. Okay.
Nothing
There's the
in...
Antioch slut.
Oh, that's an Antioch rock.
We need
That's what it
to
is.
go for a walk in there sometime soon.
Very excited to do that. Now it's just got insanely thick. It's crazy how the vegetation changes so drastically, so quickly.
Yeah, it's nice. Skellum Savannah is nice and open.
Then Roy Runke's closes up.
getting closer to the river, so it's kind of what you expect almost. Getting closer to the drainage lines gets thicker, getting more broad-leafed tree species.
You know what would make a like really cute little Christmas tree? Is an Ormacarpum trichocarpum
That is little.
caterpillar pod. Yeah, but like a little like lollipop tree
Yeah. Look for one.
could be an option.
Can be in the house.
Exactly.
Our other big African Christmas tree will have to be outside.
This is perfect leopard habitat right here. Sure, there's a leopard moving around here quite frequently.
Well, isn't this the area for the Antioch female?
Yeah, but this place
Those little
is
rocks. Or imagine little cub head sticking out of that.
Oh, that would be quite something.
Got some tracks here, but it is a porcupine.
Very nice.
Just got to look closely. We know that the Antioch female has, well, had 2 cubs and hopefully still does have 2 cubs. And their tracks would be, how old are they?
Oh,
Like 4 months now?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe
5 months?
4 or 5. How big would they be?
When did you get them on the camera trap? You didn't get
We
them?
didn't get cubs. We had one little
had her-
live track
Uh,
of the cub initially, which was like that big.
tiny, yeah.
But how big would a 5-month leopard paw be? Like that.
Their feet are often big for their age. They kind of grow into their feet.
So they're like
So like
that.
half the size of mom now,
Oh wow.
maybe a little bit more. This is a nice.
Opened up here quite a bit.
This is a nice area here.
It's opened up here quite a bit. Don't know
There's
if
some-
they've done clearing here or
Some
not.
beautiful trees. Elephants have been here doing some clearing.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. The poor marilla trees.
Oh, these little rocky,
Inlets.
yeah, like banks of these riverbeds, drainage lines are really cool. Great den site prospects. Yeah, look how nice this little riverbed is. Hey?
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna definitely spend more time here.
what on upcoming drives?
Yeah, I think so. Just, I've
Definitely a
never
good
driven here
place.
much.
Definitely a good
it's-
place,
it's
especially
a-
for Antioch female as
Yeah.
well.
It's a bit different with this kind of drainage. Okay, let's go to the deep slope and let's
Hold on, Basil.
retrieve that camera trap.
And then go put 2 more up.
And then we'll put them, we'll figure out where to put them in the sand slot.
Come on, Christmas tree. Where are you as well? Gotta fix my hat. There we go. Uh-oh.
I think it's better just to go into 4-wheel drive, yeah?
This is where I have my camera in my hands, holding on for dear life, folks. Ooh. That was a big bump. I'm not seeing too many fresh tracks.
Oh, there's a leopard track.
Is it fresh?
It doesn't look fresh, but it's going this way. Basil, you're coming across, you see it there. Looks like the lions are also here, or a lion at least. It's not too fresh either. Let's keep going. That's promising. You've seen the Antioch female before, hey?
Yeah.
Is she a big leopard or not really?
She is. She's old, like she's tattered as well though. Like you could see the ears were of a mature leopard. They're not sharp still.
Okay, so
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. There are female leopard tracks here. It's just they look. The one that I saw just now looked quite small. So I was thinking maybe.
Could be her cub.
Maybe, but they're not fresh enough to look for lots of like tracks for potential cubs and mom. There's also hyena tracks here. Potentially brown. It's quite a small back track.
There's a termite mound there. Potential hyena den site one day.
Ah, I've come down the wrong way.
Oh no.
But we found leopard tracks. Old, but leopard tracks nonetheless. There should be a 2-track. I think there was a 2-track there. But the elephants have pushed a couple of trees over. This one just goes around this tree.
I see.
There's the road I want to get onto. I think we try and find a gap there because we need to get into the deep slope, but I was meant to go left somewhere just now. But took a right turn onto Roirankies.
Oh.
Okay, let's find a decent spot to get through here. Are those rocks too big?
No, you'll
Sure.
be fine.
It's on you if we get beached.
I'll take that bet.
I think you're right there. They don't look too bad. Maybe this is actually the track that I was looking for.
I would never sell you intentional lies.
It's all good for YouTube there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now where do we go? Oh no, that's a game park.
It's a game trail, and this is a very, no, it's a piece of wood, infrequently driven road. Oh, look at this leadwood. How pretty is that?
Crocodile skin
Hi.
bar.
Hey, Basil has got it. Looks very cool, that tree.
There's a lot more big dead trees around this area. Sounds very weird to say this, but I do love a beautiful dead tree. Excuse me. Especially like with the sunset, just adds to it. It doesn't really take away from the sunset.
Your hat has fallen off.
Thank you.
Right now, I think that tree that you pointed out earlier is looking like a winner.
Do you remember where it was?
Yeah.
Oh yes, along the airstrip.
The northern parts of the airstrip.
I'm good like that, my eyes, you know. We just sometimes have a really good day, sometimes.
Well, we need those eyes now to find us this leopard.
Yeah, they're here.
I'm coming down to the deep slope. Oh, that's a big jackalberry tree. It'd be beautiful when it's got its leaves.
Oh, there's an Inyala.
Nyala, young male Nyala in the thick stuff.
Excellent shot of the pride for Jan.
Is that an Inyala? Is that a bushveld? That's an Inyala.
It's so thick there.
What's your lock?
Trying to leopard jump.
In that V.
Do you ever see ground hornbills?
So we don't, but on Kaya they see.
Do they?
Yeah.
So Basil, if you go into that that jackalberry tree there, the fork,
The hole.
below it, you can see there's a hole there.
Now, 4 cars here, but they're moving on.
That would be a really good
Okay, copy.
hole to investigate whether or not it's big enough for something like ground hornbills to nest in. It's the right height, it's about 4 to 5 meters above the ground. It's in a big tree, it's a big cavity where a branch is once broken off. And those are the spots that ground hornbills look for to nest in. It's a nice tree. It might be a little bit too small, that one. It might need to rot a little bit more and make a bigger cavity before it's a really good option for a ground hornbill. But it's a nice jackalberry tree. It's a really big one.
I've heard ground hornbills particularly favour marula trees.
Really?
I don't know if that's fact.
I've seen them
but
going
I have read
into
that.
false marula trees. We've had them in leadwood trees. Those are big, hardy trees. Really good nest options.
Nice.
Where? Oh,
Pygmy.
that's a good fisher. Is it good spotting, Basil? Let's see if it's. I can't really move now.
Living the pride.
What have we got there? Oh no, it's gone. Just as we got eyes on it.
Because there was a grey-headed kingfisher seen 2 days ago in the Sunsloot.
Really, but that is. I think it might be a pygmy.
I'm pretty confident it was, but I don't know, the orange just
So
seemed a bit...
if Basil wants to zoom in on my phone, pygmy kingfisher is very similar to a malachite kingfisher, but malachite kingfishers are found along water sources and rivers and things like that, whereas the pygmies are found in bushy areas. And I think this was probably a pygmy kingfisher because of where we are. We are along the deep sloot now, but there's no water here. And they eat, as you can see here, insects, spiders, lizards, whereas malachite kingfishers are eating fish. So it also had a bit of pink from what I first saw of it. Maybe you can have a closer look at the screen and pause it, but I'm sure it was a pygmy kingfisher. I'm actually going to add that to my bird list. That's how confident I am, because of the habitat around us.
Well,
we're along the deep slope, but there's no water here, so this is a good spot. It's more of a bush area rather than a...
well,
It sounds silly to say like a water area, where you would find
riverbed.
malachites.
Well, I mean, speaking of migrants,
Yep.
they're slowly returning.
Okay, where does this now go?
We need to go that way.
Go that way.
Any more potential Christmas trees here?
That is awesome. A little pygmy kingfisher.
Might get him again. Looked like he flew off that way.
Kingfishers are an interesting one because there's a lot of species that you found
Daker.
you find along water courses, at dams, rivers, and they feed off of fish like their name suggests. But then you get a few of the species that don't dive into water and try to get fish, and they're eating insects, even small rodents like maybe baby mice, lizards like your brown-hooded kingfisher. What else, Andrew? You know, you've got a bird for me. Well, the pygmy kingfisher and the woodland kingfisher.
I really want to see a grey-headed
And
kingfisher.
a grey-headed also. away from water, and striped. So you got malachite, pied kingfisher, giant kingfisher that you find along the rivers a lot. You'll be hunting fish. And the others are more away from water. Oh, that's a dark diker. Away from water, hunting insects, lizards, maybe small rodents and reptiles.
Elephants had a good time here.
Ellies did.
At least they're doing the jobs we employed the Ellies to do.
Naturally.
Exactly.
They really are causing some damage in here.
Imagine we just had like the stem of a sycamore fig. That would be quite
Well,
cool.
there's that big one that's fallen over somewhere. Where is it? Behind us or in front of us?
Oh, but that's the leaves.
It's way
are long
too
gone.
big.
Yeah. Wow, it's thick sand now.
Oh,
Oh, there's a
how
baker.
long? Oh, not gonna stay
Not long.
around for long. Sometimes you win, but a lot of the time you don't. There's a vervet monkey running around as well now.
I don't know if you heard me say this yesterday, but I was reading up on dakers yesterday. And
Yeah.
did you know that the common daker is the only daker species out of all daker species to have a difference between male and female in terms of having horns?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so blue daker and red daker, both genders have horns.
Okay.
Whereas with the common daker, it's only the males, which I found rather interesting.
Was there an explanation as to why that is?
No, and I was struggling to find out why. Still am. I was meaning to do that today, but it slipped my mind.
Possibly leopard tracks, possibly. But it's tough to say. The thick sand, and it doesn't look extremely fresh if it is. There's also a lot of monkey tracks which complicate the matter a little bit.
I'm also still waiting for the day to have a leopard walking towards me in the riverbed as a natural frame within a frame type thing. Oh, that shot must happen. That'll be something special. I feel like I'm about to fall out the car. That's such a peculiar angle. Well, we're nearly at the spot where we put the last camera trap up. So I think we'll take that one down and we'll take that one back to Hayes. Look and analyze the footage, and
Oh,
then we'll go put it up somewhere
there are
else.
female leopard tracks coming down here.
Are they fresh?
Are they decent? Got them there?
Yeah. Every now and then.
See when we get back to the sand.
Okay, I've lost them this side.
She's here. Well, the tracks, not the leopard, everybody.
I was about to say, did you see her? Imagine cubs just like crawling on like this branch here and hanging on and then just falling, playing and having fun. perfect place, I suppose, to den, because nothing can sneak up from behind you.
In the riverbed.
Yeah. In a sense.
In the roots, lots of bigger trees that leopard cubs can scurry up if something like a hyena or lion comes. In the roots and the bank of the river often provide good den sites. And then, like we saw earlier when we were along the Antioch Sloot, there's a lot of rocks that build the banks up. And those are ideal spots for den sites.
Nice. Oh. Gotta love the deep slits.
Oh.
Nature's massage. For mahala. For free.
Okay, let's get that camera trap. You see, like this is so good under here.
Alright, I'll go grab that trap quick. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum.
So we put this camera trap up here quite a while ago now, and we thought it would be a good spot because it's at the confluence of the Antioch Sloot and the Deep Sloot. But we're going to move it. We'll see what is on the SD card when we're back in camp, see if there's any activity. The first time we checked it, we didn't really get anything. And it is possible that with all the rocks that not a lot is moving through there. But there's been a lot of leopard activity around the Sun Sloot, around Kudu Crypt, that whole area. So that's where we're going to go and put up some camera traps now and see if we get any luck in the coming weeks.
Success.
Hey?
Success.
Nothing's killed it.
Retrieved the
Someone's
one.
biting me.
What's biting you?
I don't know, something's biting my ear. You see what I was talking about? You get these like overhangs
Yeah.
with the roots in the bank of the river, rocks, perfect spot for animals like leopard cubs to hide, and they blend in so well.
It's also a good place, as if you think about it, if the river ever does fill up, for things like fish for shelter as well, barbel, crocodiles,
We'd have
snakes.
to flow for a long time.
Yeah, but you never know, one day. Oh, there's leopard tracks going that way.
Going the other way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought I had tracks here.
but they're not
going-
fresh.
No. There's a lot of activity in here.
I'm just opening the camera trap to see if we've got, if there's like 300 clips of grass. I'm going to be a very upset Andrew.
Do you want to check it now or in camp?
Well, I can't check them now,
Okay.
but I can check how many clips there are.
Battery survived.
Battery is apparently on 50%,
Sure.
but video card is full. That's scary news, folks. Which means we might have quite a bit of grass on, but also potentially leopard cubs.
Are there more tracks there?
Not that I can see. So we'll keep this to the side so we don't mix up the two.
And there?
No,
Nothing.
nux. So what I'm gonna quickly do, whilst Gareth continues, is I'm gonna just turn these other camera traps on and just set the dates for all of them and the times just to make sure that the information on the strip code at the bottom of each video is correct, especially if we need to send like timestamps to Marine for any leopard footage we have, or rhinos to Hunter and Andreas from Rhino Revolution. It's a beautiful riverbed there.
It is so nice being able to drive on these riverbeds.
Alright, camera is up and set. We are ready to go for round camera 2. Very bumpy.
It's been a nice afternoon, but we haven't seen much. We've had a herd of impala.
It's been gorgeous, but very quiet. But even yesterday was, I mean, quite quiet. Could the weather have something to do with it as well?
Possibly. There's always a threat of rain around at the moment. The light hitting those sycamore figs over there are quite pretty in front of us. What is that? A bushrack. Grey-headed bushrack calling.
More nice trees.
Yeah, nice light. Oh.
Contrast with the like greyish blue sky. Quite photogenic, I might add. Alright.
Okay.
Where are you thinking for the next camera trap?
Well, I think we go check Seskan Krip
Yes,
and we see
I concur.
if there's anything there. Let's just check the map.
I'm really liking this pom-pom. I think I pull it off quite well.
Okay. We can go up here. Just looking to see if there's any more sign of a leopard walking here, but there is not. This is going to take us right across to Seskan Krip. We'll have a look there, see if anything's coming for a afternoon drink. And then I think we just head down into the sun slot from north of there. I thought I heard a squirrel there.
Squirrels. Do you trust
But
a
it's
squirrel for alarm
not.
calls?
Over the engine, I thought it was a squirrel, but it sounds like a scrub robin. Oh, look at that light, the dark skies, it's beautiful.
Pretty, Look at how beautiful that red Christmas hat is. And now my earlobe.
Gorgeous.
Just in frame. Go, Basil, now you can get it. There you go. Fantastic.
Summer skies, the threat of rain.
Okay, zoom out before my neck snaps. Thank you.
Is anybody at the crypt?
Not that I can see. This light is actually gorgeous.
It's beautiful photographically. We just need a subject.
Looks quite ominous at the mountain. It's the constant threat of rain. It's like the weather doesn't know what it wants to do. Dark cap bulbuls flying past. No one here. Not even the impala.
More surprising, no duiker. Okay, I want to see where to get into the sun slurred. I think we need to go up and then come all the way down
Go up where?
to Lowveld of South Africa. We go up like this in there, and then we come down and we look for spots to put this camera trap. And then we can come out here and check Kudu Krip
Sounds
a little bit later.
like a plan. Just check we're not driving past any leopard tracks.
Been a lot of activity here during the day, lots of impala tracks.
Going to Lowveld.
Looks like some zebras were here, giraffe.
Wildebeest. This is one of my favorite parts of the reserve.
It's like central crest between the two rivers.
Yeah. Also, but just how open it is, the white sand. There's something serene about it that we just, especially from a photographic point of view as well, it just really, because the white soil also just
So you need something
enhances your sky.
in the open. Now that light, those dark skies on the light sand.
Exactly. I mean, one thing we are very lucky to do and get to do is take photos, you know.
Yeah.
Not many people have the luxury we do with our jobs. So always take full advantage of it when I can.
Monkeys walking down the road.
One elephant on Main Road with us just south of Hartpark Road.
Hartvark. Where's that? Is that like the top eastern corner?
There goes a duiker. Hoofpad. Aardvark it doesn't actually touch Hoofpad. It goes off Spoor Snaes.
Ah, okay.
Okay, can you please repeat with the elephant?
It's north of the Boskamp airstrip.
Yeah. Some more giraffe tracks. What? There's also some white rhino tracks headed along the road. What looked like cow 22.
You copy your location of the elephant sighting?
How do you know that?
I was yawning, I just didn't want to speak while yawning. But I can tell that because there's baby rhino tracks like that big.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that would, I mean, it might not be, it might be someone else who's just had a baby, but I don't know of any other babies being born yet. I smell death.
There is death here. I can see the carcass.
Can you?
I saw it before.
Oh, is that a steenbok? It looks like it's been filleted.
Wait for Andrew to get growled at. There's a lot of flies on this carcass.
One elephant on Rietspruit, close to Hartpark Road. Thanks for that.
Apologies for the weak stomach, folks.
What is it?
It's just flies. The flies scared me. It's a steenbok. No, I lie, it's a duiker. It's a baby duiker, I think. Are you gonna move it over?
I want to see if it's been predated on, if there's potentially a predator.
Okay, you can do that. I'm gonna just stand at the back. I don't want to be around those flies.
It looks like a whole lot of hair has been pulled off of here, but it doesn't look like the carcass has been opened up. Like you would expect, if a leopard had been feeding, you would expect it to pull the hair off and then eat this part of the carcass, the rump the back end and then move up the body. But it doesn't look like any feeding's been happening here. Are there any tracks on the road there, Andrew?
Nah, just the continuation of those white rhino tracks, but I don't see anything in the road.
This could also be hair slip. So as a carcass... as a carcass ages and starts to decompose, you get all the hair falling off of the carcass.
Oh, I can smell it. You know that face you just pulled? I'm going to go back to this video and I'm going to screenshot that face you just pulled and send that to everyone as this year's Christmas card.
Please don't.
Have to.
Is it a duiker?
I don't know. I didn't want to get closer than I did.
Yeah, it's a little bit smelly here.
It's a bit foul. Oh.
Oh,
that's Basil. You're on.
Basil's on it.
Gareth, you can do the honors on this one.
Why? You don't want to get too close to the smelly stuff.
I don't want to get too close to the smelly stuff. No, really, it doesn't tickle my fancy.
But where should we put it? On the sickle bush? Or is that too close?
No, it's not too close. It's quite a wide angle. I'm just worried about grass and stuff.
Because we can't really move it and there's no real good spots.
Sickle bush would be the best.
It should surely be gone by tonight or tomorrow.
And then we just come fetch it tomorrow.
And
then we can place it somewhere else again.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. It's not a bad idea.
Which one?
That one there
This
in front
one?
of you.
The problem is it's quite far and there's a lot of disturbance. Do we have any like cutters or something?
We've got side cutters.
Oh, they're side cutters. Cool, we have a plan. We're going to put one of our camera traps here
Thanks to Basil's bright thinking.
and see what comes to get this carcass, if anything. Hyena, jackal, maybe a leopard.
If anything, I'm betting there's a leopard on the 300 plus clips we've got on the other one. That's bonkers.
Oh,
Why are you making it smell worse, Gareth?
is that angle going to be fine? Yeah, it'll tell us what comes to it.
What are the odds you grab the leg and drag it backwards by like 2
I don't know.
centimeters?
I don't think the odds are high of that happening.
Until the guy drives you into a tree.
Yeah.
I suffer the wrath of both, because I do both. Suffer the wrath of both.
Okay, is that good? Or get rid of this one. Get rid of this one.
Oh, it smells so bad.
Get rid of that. And that. And that. That should be good, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's the best we're going to get.
Oh,
Let's put it that way.
smelly. It might even be worth coming past here later and just seeing it's still here.
Can you find me a little stick? Oh, ooh.
Don't do that.
I'm trying not to. I'm really doing my best. That is foul smelling.
So basically when we're putting up a camera trap, we just want to remove as much grass as possible and any branches that might blow in the wind and create disturbance. Oh. I wonder what killed it. You would expect it to have eaten it.
Could it be natural causes?
Maybe. I mean, I can't see any signs of predation or things that you'd like expect.
Always break a little stick off just to level the camera itself out. Oh, I'm in the plants.
Just looking to see if there's any tracks on this side in the sand. Doesn't look like it.
That should be good. Okay, we set up this side in terms of the trap camera. See anything?
No, there's no tracks here. It is a diker. It's been here for a few days. It's got quite a lot of hair slip around its face. On the side there, I think where all the flies are, it's kind of just opened up a bit on the soft skin at the back legs. But I can't see any tracks of anything.
Do you think it could have died naturally?
Yeah. We'll see what comes here.
It's clearly been dead a while though.
It has been for a while.
Whoa. That is... We should probably... Well, we'll remember that one. Hope none of the homeowners decide to
Steal our camera.
take a camera. Feel lucky. Meanwhile, they don't know there's a second one watching that one.
Exactly.
I always feel like there's cameras watching me. Like when we go out on bumbles and things like that. Like if I'm by myself and I'm taking photos, and yeah, you just,
like you've been
I
watched.
have conversations with myself and I have conversations with animals. Like if people see that footage, people are going to think I'm very strange. So I'm wondering, is there trap camera footage somewhere in this reserve that has filmed me doing only Andrew things?
Funny stuff. Interesting to see what comes to that diker carcass.
Yeah. If anything, with that smell. Whew. Smell doesn't deter a predator though.
No. If a hyena smells that, oh, it's going to be in like a flash. But I don't think any predator caused the death of that diker.
Couldn't see any.
Also, a
tear marks.
diker would have been snapped up pretty quickly. Especially a hyena. Leopard wouldn't have just left it and not fed on it.
Yeah. And it would have plucked the feathers, right? The feathers. the fur. Apparently dakers have feathers, everybody.
I think it's all hair slip there, but they would have eaten it. Unless it was a leopard and it was spooked by a car coming down the road.
Possibly, but
I think it would have
returned.
It would have picked it up and carried it off and returned by now, because it's been there a couple of days.
We never know. We're getting closer to Leadwood, so we might even bump into the elephants if they're nearby.
Where were they?
One was called in the Rietspruit. Where are we going?
I want to get into the sun slip, but now we've only got one camera. That's not the right way.
It's that way.
Yeah, that's Kudu Pat Noord.
Are ticks a thing yet?
I don't think so.
Haven't seen any, but we need to find the Piet May Fro. We need to put the first Piet May Fro on the camera.
Or, this afternoon, we're driving in a good part of the Sunsloot to get an Nariga Trogan.
Nice.
I think I've swallowed a fly as I was saying that.
An arena trogan.
That's it, an arena Trogan.
Oh, That would be exciting. We've never got that bird on camera. I've had it once on a live drive in the Sunsluit itself as well, but we just couldn't get it. The bird was way too quick. If a cameraman could have filmed that in the split second it had gone past us, they could film a bullet going past them. Like it was gone.
Speedy. Where are the animals?
I don't know. It's a very, very quiet first Christmas drive. I think my tree is looking mighty fine there.
It's looking very good at this point.
It's looking very promising. This is where you had a rhino altercation.
It did. It came right here. I wanted to lick my leg.
Come just give you a lick hello. Hello, Gareth, and then walk off.
I can't believe we haven't seen much.
It is rather strange that we're not seeing any antelope. Well, like we've seen the fair few, but
All around camp we've had nyala and giraffe and wildebeest and kudu
and
all coming down to drink.
straight. And then we're gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go in the riverbed,
Very exciting. Finish off towards Kudu Krip side.
finish off at Kudu Krip.
Do need to leave a camera somewhere along here.
I think there's a set of rocks that I think is a really good option.
Alrighty. Sounds promising.
Okay. There's always leopard tracks there. I think it's a good spot to keep a
On west side, close to Odd
camera trap and just see if we get any. Oh my gosh. It takes a little while before you get into the ruts, and then you don't have to struggle when you're turning into the riverbeds like that.
I'm looking out for the white tip of the tail, but every now and then the wild cotton keeps getting me. Just see a flash of white and like, must be a leopard. Must be.
The cotton is out in full force at the moment.
Except watch Murphy's Law. Now that we've spoken about it, it's gonna vanish.
There's lots of elephant tracks in here.
Ah, here your big rocks.
These ones are easy, aren't they? See, something like this would be so pretty.
That's quite promising there. Imagine getting a leopard walking towards you, just
Yeah, it's a real good sort of alley for leopards to potentially
something
walk.
like this is better though,
But I have
'cause there's
something-
less foliage as well.
Yeah, I had something else in mind there. Maybe when we retrieve the Diker camera, we can put it in there somewhere. It's a little bit further down that we've had a lot of. Every time I've driven in this riverbed, I've had leopard tracks
Yep.
in a certain section. So that's where I want to put the camera traps
Towards Kudu Krip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to try and get a increased,
There's lots of nice game trails that come down the bank here.
increase our odds of capturing something. Maybe nyala tracks.
Also some very nice hollowed out trees in this riverbed for nesting sites for varmints.
Come on.
Bee eaters, holes in the wall.
Which way are those elephants going? You see? With us.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
that would be quite nice.
Something's going to happen here.
Be feeling lucky.
Well, it's been quiet, so hopefully
Fair enough.
it's been quiet for a reason, because there's a lot of excitement around the corner.
Oh, there's lots of ellie tracks.
There's a lot
here.
of elephant tracks.
They look quite good. Not the freshest, but not the oldest. Still see quite clear, crisp edges.
It's a massive tree, hey?
Yeah, it's a stunning leadwood, that. Is it a leadwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of trees there. There's like a combo of 3.
Yeah, there's a rock fig.
There's a Tamboti. It looks like an old Burbean maybe, and a leadwood all together.
It's cool, eh? And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to go past a really, really promising potential leopard den site.
Yeah, that's where I want to put this camera.
Ah,
In that area.
okay. There's another nice wall for all the bee-eater and kingfisher nests, as well as eagle owls.
Apparently they've nested in one of these areas before, hey? Have you seen them in here?
I've never seen the rose eagle owl,
Oh, oh.
which used to be called the giant eagle owl, right?
Oh, I thought the spotted eagle owls nested in here.
Oh, I found a potential one. Didn't see a
How you
nest.
doing, Basil?
Is Basil still on board? Basil's there holding. I'll buy you a seatbelt for Christmas. How's that sound? A little harness. I feel like these walls get higher and higher as you go
This is a
around.
beautiful spot. Some aloes here. Look at where those aloes are. If Basil can focus in on them. A couple of aloes on the bank of the riverbed here. And those are in really good spots. They're just out of reach of elephants. So they're called a point of refuge because elephants can't reach them. Elephants have a strong desire to remove all the aloes that they encounter because they are tasty for elephants. And wherever you put elephants, they very quickly remove stands of aloes that they can get to easily. But along this bank in the river, there's a few aloes nestled in here that are just probably out of reach of these elephants, meaning that the population for aloes can persist even under pressure from an elephant population. And then should for any reason the elephant population decline or move out of this area, the aloe population can bounce back and recolonize the area from these few individuals that survived the onslaught that the elephants brought. And you see it in a lot of tree species that elephants do favor. There are often examples of areas where elephants can't get to and access, and it's in those areas that you find species that are fancied by elephants. Aloe is just a prime example.
Aloe is good for us too. For your skin.
The elephants have ripped that one up.
Attack of the plants. The colours in the sky this afternoon are just ridiculous.
If we have enough time, it would be nice to go back to Seskant Krip after Kudu Krip, but I don't know if we will. Depends when we find our way out of the drainage line here. But it's beautiful driving in the drainage line.
So many potential spots for like this tree for a leopard even. So many potential spots. Oh.
The car doesn't just roll on through those little thick areas while I'm trying to check for tracks.
Not in the sand. There's that old carcass again.
Very old kudu carcasses. Very little left. Been there for months.
I do love these riverbeds there.
Just check on your side.
Check on my side
I
for
think I saw tracks just as we were turning the corner here.
what, like fresh tracks?
That's why I was wanting to check if it's Yorkshire. Let's see here. I think it's hyenas there. Yeah. Yeah. Hyena tracks, not super fresh.
Good eye though.
Well, they were on the road, well, the track in the river here.
I wonder what they're doing marching down the river.
They might visit that old kudu carcass. Try and get anything out of it, but there's hardly anything left there.
What was that noise?
What?
I thought I heard like a branch snap or something.
Maybe the elephants are close by. Do you want me to stop?
No. If I hear it again, I'll ask you to. Oh, one day when we have a relaxed leopard on the Rietspruit, do you smell death again?
I just got a whiff of something here. It may not be.
I don't smell anything, to be totally honest. But you can hear there's a lovely bird party going on. Things like tawny flank prinia, brew, even your starlings having a good time. Gareth in the Christmas hat looks hilarious. What you got there, our first ornament?
We need a tree first. I'm just hoping to find something just to test the wind with. Look, there's a slight breeze coming in from this way, so if there was any carcass, but I haven't really got a strong smell of whatever it was. Again,
You smell it again?
no, I just want to check these birds are all
Well,
maybe a little bit
Whilst he's
upset
going
here. I
backwards.
just want to see.
huh?
I say these birds are sounding a bit upset. I want to see if there's anything that they've got.
Possibly an owl.
Maybe a little owl or
That's how I found the owl the last time.
or a
I heard the
snake.
birds alarming and said there was an owl. And then lo and behold, we drove 20 meters and there was an owl.
There's some dark-capped bulbuls up in here that are not so happy. They often
Mine. Huh.
You got me now? No. So dark cap bulbuls. I don't know where you... Oh, Basil's telling me when I face away from the camera, he can't hear me.
I got leopard tracks.
Oh, which way? Okay.
Well, that's promising. And they look.
Oh, let's keep going. So I was just saying, I don't know where I get cut out there, but the dark capped bulbuls are calling. Not happy about something. I can't see anything, but they're always, when they're calling like that, maybe they've got an owlet, a pearl spotted owlet or a barred owlet, snake, but I couldn't see anything in those trees.
I marked one track there,
Okay.
but I can't see any more. But they were headed this way.
Well,
So I
let's
assume path of least resistance.
just try, just keep driving along the riverbed and see.
Sounds like a plan.
See if we get anything a little further up.
My gosh, can you imagine we come across a leopard with cubs? I don't think you'd see me on drive ever again. I might die of a heart attack.
Please don't do that.
Oh, it's my dream.
There are often leopard tracks in this stretch coming up.
Yeah.
That's why I want to put these cameras here. See, now there's leopard tracks going the other way. Up and
There's
down.
consistent activity here.
Always. So you had tracks going that way, now there's tracks coming this way. So great stuff. I just want to check here.
It's Christmas.
Looks like
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Dude, Christmas
I think
jingle
let's just
bells.
carry on driving. We've driven the riverbed. First gear. I'm so used to driving second gear low range.
What, in a cruiser?
Yeah, cruiser, defenders, in the sand like this. This is bad. I should really know how to drive this car by now.
Still just trying to smell for buttered popcorn.
Okay, this is where we got to navigate some rocky sections.
And I'd best believe I'm going to go ahead and take photos of you and Basil coming over the rocky sections.
One section's chilled, the other section's
Because
not.
last time, Basil, myself, Victoria and Gareth did this drive, we did it, and Gareth went over the rocks, and I tried to take photos, but I had the wrong lens on. I had the 600mm on. So I was zooming into his spectacles. Couldn't get the whole broad picture. So we'll have to do that today. I believe you saw a clip springer.
Yeah, on the
Rietspruit.
yeah, right on the boundary in the Rietspruit River.
That's ridiculous. I've still never seen one here.
Looks like a brown hooded. Never seen one, or never seen one here.
Never seen one here.
Ah.
I've seen a clip springer. We were very fortunate to have quite a few in the Pilansberg.
Yo. It's like so many leopard tracks here, so many. Up and down, about, there's tracks walking this way.
Those ones look pretty good.
There's tracks going this way. This is why we're going to put camera traps up in this stretch of the river. Because whenever we drive here, there's tracks. Always tracks. So it would be good to see what time of day they mostly move here, how frequently they're moving here. Is the jackal higher or the same height as the badger? Or lower?
I think it's the same height.
Okay, because
You'll get over these rocks with this. I've done it before.
Really? Okay.
And Brent does it all the time.
Okay.
Wow.
Because I've driven here in the badger, I haven't driven here in the jackal. Oh, we got some Nyala bulls.
Oh, what's up?
Hi guys.
Hello, you beautiful specimens. I really love the white tips of the horns. And their socks. Just two boys.
Doesn't really want to be seen.
Quite camera shy. Well, it's nice to see something. Excuse me. See something. It's been quite quiet this afternoon. Munching away. Am I right in saying they're mixed feeders? Well, I know they're predominantly browser, but...
Predominantly browsers. If they have an opportunity, they might take in a bit of greys, but browsing species. The whole group of browsers. You think about it. Well, I lie. You got eland. Alrighty, let's carry on.
Have you seen an eland on this reserve?
No. But bushbuck, kudu, nyala, all browsers.
Yeah.
See, so this is the section I was thinking that we could maybe find a spot. Oh my goodness. The slightest little rock means you stop. This is an easy section, but this is a cool spot to put up a camera trap. Okay, there's baboon tracks here. Because we've got this big tree here, look. Or that one. I think we put a camera here. It's also quite picturesque. You're gonna do it.
I can.
I'll move out of Basil's way.
Which tree? This one.
I think that big one.
Just make sure it's on. It is on. Oops. These clips are so funny.
So if we do get a leopard walking through these rocks, it'll be really nice. Just need to get a stick there on top to angle that thing down, Andrew.
How's that?
Maybe a little bit lower. It's facing quite high at the moment.
now.
Yeah.
Cut. What?
I think we need it more like this. We're going to get quite a lot of this tree. That's why maybe this branch here is better. The angle of that tree is actually quite high.
I can go lower.
If we put it there,
Yeah, we can.
I think let's put it here. Is that a baboon barking?
Yeah.
These things are too long for the camera traps.
They're so stupidly long. And that one's just it's got one clip, it doesn't go all the way around. She broken.
Where using cable ties or wire is easy. There are baboons barking here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go, that's nice and tight. I think that's probably just about good enough. Let's just put another stick maybe slightly under it, like that.
Oh, drop my hat. Is it me or is it quite warm this afternoon? Oh,
It's humid, building for some rain here,
do you think there's rain on the way?
maybe.
Sunday and Monday.
Is it on?
Huh?
You've done all the settings, eh?
Yeah, it's on.
Is it on?
Yeah?
Oh, so it's filming.
Getting lacquer footage of you at the moment.
That's great. I think if a leopard comes down here, this is going to be beautiful. Let's just get rid of this tuft of grass, because
Any potential hazards, literally even that in the wind will be a problem.
bend that back. I think that's good. Maybe just break this. I think that's going to be a great spot.
Okay, now we need to mark it.
It is on here.
Yeah.
You want to mark it?
No, I mean mark it as in like just remember where we are on the GPS. See how big rocks. Okay, got it.
All right, mission accomplished. Let's go and find something with the last 10 or so minutes of drive.
Let me just hold this.
That's good. I hope we get some good stuff here.
Nice.
How you doing, Basil? Free-handing.
Basil's here still. He's on the vehicle. It means he's done well.
Oh, leopard tracks here. There's always leopard tracks.
They're everywhere.
I think we're going to get some good stuff from that spot.
I hope so.
It'll be exciting.
And if we do get potentially like a really good trap camera footage, that's when you come set up your Sony as a trap camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have an external trigger which is just click and pa pa pa. Take all the shots. This, funnily enough, is where we saw the spotted eagle owls.
In here.
Yeah, literally on this tree here. And then Narina Trogan was further up there. Sky's looking oddly dark again, that side of the world, towards camp.
It is.
But keeping it tight if you can. So
What's that? Is that a rock?
Where?
On the right. Yeah, it's a rock. It's just an antenna.
Antenna flicking away there.
All this tree cover. There's a lot of prominent game paths that lead into here though, so it's clearly teeming with life.
Yeah, crossing through, you're going up to Seskant to drink. Also, maybe let's just move these branches.
Gareth's gardening service. Quite fun sitting in the passenger seat and letting someone else do the work as well.
What?
I said it's quite nice being in the passenger seat and letting someone do the work for you.
Yeah, you should actually be doing the work, eh? Not
Yeah.
driving.
Not really.
Why is this low range
Flashing.
flashing?
There you go. I don't know.
Maybe that's why I keep stalling. It's not me, it's the car.
Fat chance.
Yep.
It also used to get me at the very beginning. You can ask Carol, I used to stall all the time.
Hardly the very beginning there.
Sandy, go find us the ingwe. Sandy's also leopard nuts, so if there's anyone who's going to help us find a leopard, it is her.
This is the other spot. Oh, what's... Is it baboons? This is where they were calling just now. They're all jumping and not sticking around. They got on the other side of those rocks. What trees are they in feeding in?
Do you know how many stations there are on Lowveld?
Oh, there's a kudu bull here as well.
Oh, go on.
I'm not sure, around 3 or 4.
It's like a little life hotspot.
Yeah. This is the spot that would be cool for a den site.
Is this the part where we went over the rocks that you were very worried about? Yes,
These are the rocks.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can't really see these baboons. There's a few of them around here, but they're in the top of this tree. I wonder if there's any flowers. Are those seed pods at the top left there, Basil? It looks like seed pods, hey? Yeah. Seed pods. Is this an albizia? Those look like albizia type seed pods. Maybe. And that's what the baboons are here for, I'm sure. Yo, when we first stopped here, I thought there was something running up like a leopard. I always have hopes here at this little spot because of these rocks. This would be such a good den site for leopard. I wonder if it is an albizia. I need to find out. Are you going to photograph us, or is it not so serious?
I recall it being a lot more intense. Oh, there's lion tracks here.
Lions.
Going that way.
They must be old.
They're probably gonna alarm call now, but that's just because of me.
They were barking just now.
Well, then I'll be bait for the leopard this side.
All right, we're going to navigate this little rocky section. Basil, you're going to hold on, and hopefully it's not too bad. It's actually not. It looks a lot worse than it is. But there's a...
Ooh. That didn't sound good.
No, I think it hit the bash plate on the bottom.
Oh, at least it's the bash plate. I got epic photos of you guys with one wheel off the ground though. That was fun.
I think I went a little bit too far to the left. What did I
I
do?
think so.
No. I think it was just the...
No, we're fine.
Yeah,
Just bash plate.
it was the plate.
That's why we have the
Everything's
plates.
good, everybody.
That's why we have said
But
plate.
that's why you want low range to rev a little higher, so you can just crawl over rocks like that. But this car doesn't crawl. We're still driving, so everything's good. Us guides, we like to push the car to its limits. I did think this car was lower than the others though.
I think I'm one of the guides that's pretty civil in terms of off-roading.
I just don't off-road really.
Yeah, my point. Well, like I do, but majority of the time it's just when I need to, when I'm actually following something.
Let's see if we can get to Kudu Krip
So, the sky's getting a lot more ominous now.
to end our drive, although I don't know if we'll get there. 5 minutes. Kudu Krip's right here.
I mean, if we walk, we could.
Basil, you keen to walk with the camera? No, it's getting dark.
Yeah, no. Don't want to be walking around now. Nice. Awesome driving.
Oh, look at the beautiful colors of this jackalberry tree. This car does not like the sand that much.
It sticks, eh?
Yeah. It's not a jackalberry, what is it? Olive. Yeah. I thought it was a jackalberry tree because it was going yellow. As they start to grow their new leaves, it's getting dark in here, sure. But I need to find out what these little trees are. They look almost like they're olives, but I don't know if they are.
They look like the olive trees that we used to be in Gillinsburg.
Yeah, I think they're olives. But Victoria and I have said that during this summer we're going to learn the trees when all the leaves come back and we have time. But I would have a guess that these are olives, just this, the shape of the leaf and the structure. But we will confirm that on closer inspection when we have a bit more time to do so.
I mean, I'm definitely coming back here to look for that Narina Trogan, I'll tell you that much.
Got to get it for the year list.
Well, I think it'll be the first time there's an Narina Trogan on a live safari. We're trying to pull up the ranks, you know, like we got the first live serval.
Did you get a serval?
I've had a serval on live and a serval non-live. And then, I think we were the first, Basil and I were the first to put the buffalo from next door on live. And then now it's going to be
A Trogan.
a Trogan. I'm giving myself new tasks because chasing after the leopard is getting a bit heartbreaking at the moment. Take side quests for now. Oh, there's that tree over there. It's getting very dark in the drainage.
It's super dark. Eh?
Almost need a torch. See,
This is
like-
when you come in the land shark and the arch of the tree is a little bit low and you
drive
But
the chair.
the jackal
into
is
the-
just
drive the chair into the tree. Good times, good times.
just the
Doesn't
corner
like
of
the
the
sand
chair.
there.
It's not enjoying it, no.
Is that just a traction thing though? Is that
I don't
just the
know what
4x4?
it is.
Nice tree.
As soon as you go into second, which should have more torque, no, it's fine, the sand's not so thick. As soon as you go around the corner though, it doesn't like it.
No.
Such a good time of day to have a leopard wandering in the drainage line. So many tracks in here.
I'm just picturing her on that cement block at Kudu Krip.
It's starting to get dark.
Watch your head, Basil.
The elephants have pushed a few more trees down here. This is where some work needs to be done with a
Chainsaw.
chainsaw.
Question is, how do we get a trailer down here?
Well, you just move it off out of the drainage, I think. You wouldn't want to.
Nah, not
Try
with all the tambutis.
Nah. Well, I don't know what those were. They're bird beings, maybe. So it's not the greatest wood for fires, so you just move it out of the drainage. I think we'll just go until we get to Kudu Krip and then we'll end drive there, see if there's anything having a drink. It's that time of day when animals start moving around, going to have a drink and all that.
Especially your rhinos.
And Kudu Krip isn't far, so we'll get to Kudu Krip and have a look and see if there's a rhino drinking, or maybe Kudu Krip 2-3 herself. There's more than enough leopard activity in this drainage line to indicate that this area is frequently
highway.
used for leopard. Looks like some more tracks there, but not as fresh. We had some fresher ones earlier before we put the camera trap up. So I'll move up and down here. I think because it's probably used a lot less. Basil's moved.
Ah, were you
I was like,
that way?
all the way around. I think it's used. People don't drive in the drainage line as often, so it's. Oh, there we go. There's a
There's an
spotted
owl.
eagle owl.
There's two. There's two. There's one right here.
Which one's better for you, Basil? Oh, there it goes. It's gonna land.
That's pretty epic.
Let's go forward a bit and see if you can get it. Oh, look at the
getting
drongo mobbing it. That's awesome.
Now we know why those birds weren't happy earlier.
Look at that drongo. Not happy with the presence of the spotted eagle owl?
Would that owl take the drongo?
Not now. The drongo is aware of it, but potentially if the drongo is
Unaware.
not paying attention.
Where did the second one go?
The second one landed a little bit to the left.
Oh, it's right here.
Where?
Just, so you see this big tree?
Oh, there, lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go forward and give you a visual of the second one, Basil. It might fly because we're
Stop.
closer. There you go. That's so cool, hey? So a pair of spotted eagle owls here. Be interesting to see if they're here more frequently as we go into summer.
It's the second time now we found a pair in the riverbed.
The second one flew off and has caused a massive stir amongst all the other birds. Look how beautiful those eyes are. Blends in so well. Look at that. That is a prime example of exceptional camouflage.
It's crazy, yeah.
Blending in incredibly well.
And those huge eyes.
If only it was a little bit more light for us to get a cool photograph of it, it would make a great keyword.
What you gonna call the keyword? Who?
Who? There we go, folks. This week's keyword is
Who?
who.
Who?
How do you spell that? You got to go. You suggested it, Andrew.
W-O-O.
Okay.
Woo.
So if you want to get the picture that's on screen now of an owl,
I've got a little tick.
the keyword who to info@paintedog.tv.
I've got ticks. Get off me.
Alrighty, let's leave this spotted eagle owl to itself. We're not far from Kudu Krip and getting out of the drainage line, and maybe we'll get something drinking to close off drive.
Excited, you never know what's waiting at a waterhole.
No.
Probably a decker.
Kudu Krip.
Kudu Krip 2-3. My darling, where are you? It would make life a lot easier if we could just phone these animals and be like, can you work with us for once?
That would take,
That would take extreme habituation.
it would also take the thrill away, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. When you find a leopard without responding to a sighting, it's just, the feeling is ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure you've all seen me lose my cool on a live drive when there's a leopard.
Oh, we're actually quite far from Kudu Krip.
Yeah. You can go to Seskund.
No, let's go to Kudu Krip.
You're gonna get there in 4 minutes.
We'll just extend a little bit.
Push it, yeah.
I thought we were at the next junction. Is that a violet back starling?
Looked like it.
Oof.
I'm not gonna say for sure though.
No,
I'm not calling that.
can't confirm.
Exciting if it is. I'm very chuffed with our pygmy kingfisher at the beginning of drive. That's cool. Nice to tick off the list again for this year.
Some nice rhino tracks, yeah?
Gonna try crack 300 birds by the beginning of winter next year.
That's a good target.
It's on like 250. So then you get another 50 birds.
Let's get out of the four-wheel drive.
And there's baby rhino tracks on the road again as well.
Yeah, these rhino tracks look good.
They do indeed. No pretty, not no pretty, but severely lacking the pretty colours this afternoon, the sunset. It's majority just cloud cover.
Also, we were in the drainage line
Oh yes, of course.
sort of during sunset, so we might have lost those nice pinks already.
I don't know, I'm not gonna lie. For me, I'm strange. I prefer a winter sunset.
With no clouds. Just
With
crisp.
like in between summer and winter, where there's clouds, there's orange from all the dust in the sky. It's a stick. But where you get those really nice purples and pinks, that's my go-to.
I like winter sunsets because it's always
Pretty.
like there's no clouds.
Yeah.
But I think clouds add such a cool and pretty element
No, I definitely agree with you.
to a sunset.
Definitely.
When it's not very cloudy like it is at the moment,
Yeah. But that's too much clouds.
maybe. They're not wispy enough.
Exactly. Not cotton candy enough.
All right. Not too far from Kudu Krip now.
There's a daker. It's not going in your eye, eh?
No, it's not. Well, I think we've only really got two options for our Christmas tree.
The first two.
The first two trees that we came across.
Pretty much.
And I think yours is probably a way better option than mine is.
I mean, it's a lot easier to retrieve.
That's exactly it. So I think that's the one we're going to go with, everybody.
Whoop whoop. Well, now we just need to find it a little pot or like a little base, or we need to dig it into the ground.
I think maybe we just dig it into the ground.
Sounds
it's quite
like
big.
a plan.
We'd have to find a big pot.
Yeah, that's true. Don't have enough clay around the dams to make a pot.
Okay, anybody here?
Ooh.
A diker.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise.
Maybe the bush is just starting us off quietly, and as we progress towards Christmas, it's just going to get more and more intense, more and more exciting.
Well, everybody, there's nobody here at Kudu Krip having a drink. There's a diker on its way by the looks of it. It's been a bit of a quiet drive, but we've explored the deep slurts, the Antioch slurt, and the sand
Put up the camera
slurt.
traps. We've got camera trap to go through.
We've got a,
Productive drive.
yeah, we set out with our tasks. We got ourselves a Christmas tree, and in the next
Upcoming drives.
episode drive,
Yeah.
you'll see the tree up, and we'll have started to decorate it. But until then, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.